Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I feel so springy right now. I got my butter yellow top on with my fun little earrings. But today's video is actually kind of summer focused. I know depending on where you live, it can still be very cold, but me in South Georgia is currently sunny and 80 degrees, which is definitely summer vibes. So I'm going to be doing like a summer proof, heat proof makeup routine. I'm going to meet a friend at a festival nearby. It's actually like an international cherry blossom festival, and I'm literally so excited. The makeup I'm going to do today is actually fitting for, the theme of the video. So don't know how long I'm going to be there, but it's going to be a full day because it's a 2-hour drive-ish. So as you know, if you've been with me for some time, I really prefer powder products for long wearing performance. So I'm going to use a powder foundation today and just some of my favorites that I haven't pulled out in a while that will last all day no matter what. I'm excited that you're here. I'm excited that you decided to join me today. Please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy my content, and let's get started. So as always, my first tip is to make sure your skin is well hydrated, well prepped, because the makeup will look cakey if it's not applied on top of really well prepped hydrated skin. I have a face oil and a sunscreen on because I'm going to be outside all day, so really important to protect my skin. And then on top of that, I'm going to put a dewy primer because I just want to balance that more dry formula that I'm going to put on, especially since I have dry skin. So we're just doing a little sandwich, a little hydration sandwich on top of some more dry products. So going in with this product, I'm going to focus mostly on just patting it so that I don't disrupt the sunscreen underneath. Really am not wanting to get sunburned today, especially since I'm on Accutane. Really being gentle so as to not disrupt my sunscreen layer. I do like to bring this up under my eyes because it also hydrates my under eyes and makes my concealer last all day. Now I'm moving on to eyeshadow. I'm going to use this Wonder Cloud All Day Wear Soft Shadow in Spiced Petal. This is from Rimmel. This is an incredible formula. It does not crease on my eyes, which is impressive. I have oily eyelids and hooded eyelids, so that says a lot. I'm not going to use primer. This has primer built in, so I'm just going to go straight in with this. I plan on wearing pink because it's cherry blossom themed. So this shade really fits in with that. All right, now I'm going to move on to concealer. My first thought was the Stay Assurance from JCat. Well, my first thought was the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo. I still haven't repurchased that because I'm trying to get through my other concealers. So I am going to go in with my JCat Stay Assurance today. This is great, full coverage, super long wearing, and dries down pretty matte. The star of the show today is the Laura Geller Baked Balance and Brighten Powder Foundation. I have this in the shade Porcelain. I had the shade Fair, which is just one step darker, and it oxidized and turned so orange on me. It was crazy. But the customer service for Laura Geller is incredible, and they were super sweet and gave me a gift card to repurchase. And I didn't even have to return the other one. I just ended up giving it to my mom because she has a deeper complexion than me. But yeah, the shade range is kind of weird, and it also will just depend on the type of marbling you get. It's marbled and baked, so it's all different, and that just comes with the territory of the type of product. But I just take a semi-dense brush like this one, swirl around. This was domed when I first got it, so you can see I really enjoy this product. I used it a ton last spring and summer, and I wanted to pull it out again. So I just start by tapping where I want the most coverage. And last year when I had more acne and more dark spots than I do now, I would take my Juno & Co. microfiber sponge, rub it around in the powder foundation, and then tap over the darkest spots, and then go in with this fluffy brush, but I don't feel the need to do that today. I just kind of want to even out my skin here. This really fills in pores too. It's a really beautiful product. Again, I'm just tapping over my trouble areas. You can see the difference there from my forehead, how glowy and kind of textured it looks, to the smoothing quality on my cheeks. And the more you wear this powder foundation, the better it gets. Like, it looks good now, but in a couple hours, when it like melts into my skin and becomes more one with my skin, it's gonna look even better. It just keeps getting better the more you wear it. Taking some more of that product, and then I'm gonna pinch the brush, and where I want more coverage, just tap over. And then blend the edges. Okay, this is something I haven't used in quite a while, which is a shame because it's one of my absolute favorite face palettes, if not my favorite face palette, and it's from Ulta Beauty. They repackaged, so it doesn't look like this anymore. It's their 3-in-1 cheek palette, and I have the shade California Sunlight. It's very rare for a face palette to have all shades that I like and enjoy. Most of the time there's like one or two that just don't work for me, but this one, all 3 shades are absolutely incredible. The baked formula is so stunning, and it's just so high quality. You can find this on sale pretty frequently too, because you know Ulta Beauty does a lot of sales on their line. I also really love the Ulta Beauty cream eyeshadows. They're matte cream eyeshadows. Their setting spray is in my makeup kit. Their matte setting spray. I would say Ulta Beauty, if you're watching, you're probably not, but my one caveat here is I would take this traveling more often if there was a big mirror in it, because I have the Hourglass palette and I take that more often because it has a mirror built in, so I don't have to bring a separate one. But I like these colors more. So if you put a mirror in here, I would take it traveling everywhere. Going in with this highlighter, I wish that they sold this separately, because I mean, I don't know, maybe I don't wish they sold it separately. I just wish it was more popular. Like, baked products are really popular right now, so I don't know why this isn't popping off the way it should. But it's pretty close to like Essence Pure Nude, but just a touch more dramatic, a touch more glowy, but it can still look really natural if you just buff it in. I'm gonna take my finger and put some of that on my inner corner here, or like the inner third of my eye. Then taking the blush, which is a nice, beautiful, like mauvey, pinky, glowy shade. I do feel the need to use a more dense brush with this product because I like a more pigmented blush, so this can be a little too subtle if I use like a fluffier brush, but it's a very versatile product, which is why I love baked products, because they're really good at like layering and you can really build them up or shear them out. Now, normally I would just take this brush and rub it on my eyes, but I'm going to take a fluffy eyeshadow brush because we're going all pink today. Just put some of this in my crease. I'm taking some of the darkest part of that bronzer and putting it on my lower lash line. This is a great way to like basically set the concealer all the way up there so it doesn't crease as much. And then my favorite inner corner highlight shade. Okay, so I put on a brow gel, the Believe Beauty styling gel. I'm still working my way through that. I put on brown mascara and nude eyeliner on my waterline. Then I actually used the Sachu lip stain in nude. And I do like this color quite a bit, but I just don't understand. I should have filmed it. I mean, I didn't, but I was like, you can't get it to peel off. It gets so sticky and like goes all over my fingers. And I just much prefer like a stained stick or pen, like the CoverGirl one. I have one here from Wet n Wild that's pretty good, and they have like a really fine, precise tip. And I just don't understand. I think it's just like a TikTok thing for views, because that is not a practical thing to me in the least. Like, it's so inconvenient and I'm just not going to use it very often. I tried it again today, but now my lips are really dry because they are because I'm on Accutane and I just use a stain. So I'm going to go over it with the Ulla Hendrickson Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment. This one is in the shade Strawberry Sorbet. It smells so good. Perfect for spring and summer. And this is just gonna calm my lips down a little bit. I do have a SPF lip gloss that I'm gonna bring with me. That one is from Alley Oop, and it's a really nice formula. It's pretty thin. It's like a true oil, but it doesn't taste weird because it has sunscreen in it, which is sometimes hard to find in the SPF lip product. And it's a more like nude brownie shade, but it works well. I just wanted kind of a more pinky lip right now to start out, so. But that product is so nourishing and it smells so good. Then I'm going to set everything off with the Hard Candy Longwear Setting Spray. They actually repackaged this, so it doesn't look like this anymore, but this is nice and long wearing, but it's also a bit hydrating, so it'll help that powder foundation kind of like sink in a bit more. And I don't really use setting spray on a daily basis, but for an event like this, like a more special occasion, I will. I hope you enjoyed my summer-proof, heat-proof makeup routine. I'm so excited. I think it's just gonna be like beautiful, blooming cherry blossoms. Yeah, I'll definitely show you guys some of the footage I get because I'm definitely gonna take a lot of videos and pictures. I'm sure it's gonna be super cute. Let me know your summer-proof, heat-proof product recommendations in the comments down below. Everything I used in today's video will be linked in the description box. I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!